Hey there, it's Elizabeth, and welcome back to another Ramble session. Whew, yes, I hope y'all are doing well. I hope you had a fabulous weekend. And today, we're just going to do a Ramble session and get a cuppa. You know what I'm saying? So, welcome, welcome, welcome. I've had a lot of new subscribers. Here are my hands. Hello. So thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate it. What you'll find on my channel is a lot of journaling stuff. I do a daily creative journal that I'll show you in a minute. I have, flip through playlists. I have ramble session playlists. I have tutorial playlists. I have a lot of playlists. So on my main page, make sure you check out all the playlists if you want to, see something a little bit more specific. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you like what you see and ring my bell, and that way you'll get notifications as to when I put up new videos. Now, last week, oh my goodness, last week I put up 5 videos. Like, I was in a filming frenzy last week and I loved it. So thank you all so much for watching those videos. I had done, of course, my Monday ramble sessions, which I always do. I did do a video about what's in my travel bag because I was unpacking it, and interestingly enough, I am going to be repacking it after this video goes up. Because we've got some business down south, some unsavory business. So we got to get that done. But we're also going to mix a little pleasure in with business because we've been having a lot of fun out on our boat. So what else did I film? I filmed a flip through of my some of my last year's creative daily journals. So if you're interested in that, and my flip throughs are more like a storytelling thing where I tell you, what's going on in my life on whatever particular day I am writing about. I daily journal. Okay, so I have a page for each day of my life discussing what was going on that day. And so if you're interested in that, you can check that out. I also did making a single signature junk journal out of a sheet of collage paper that I'll show you in a minute. And I did a journal with me, which I very rarely do because a lot of times I get in my room and I am in the zone and I could be in here for hours, And so, I normally don't do a journal with me video unless I know it's going to be rather quick, I guess. So all those links will be below, so go ahead and check them out. They're just all the links to the videos I did last week. So at any rate, again, thank you so much for subscribing. If you're new here, welcome. And also, if you come over here from somewhere else, leave a mention to where you heard about my channel. I would appreciate that. Just so I can say thank you to that person, Also, make sure on my main page or my main channel page here on YouTube, I do now have an Instagram link. And I also link it in the description box below. So make sure you go over and hit me up on Instagram. And if you do, make smush papers or, food coloring dyed papers, or those are just some of the recent things that I've been asked about. So if you do any of those things and you post to Instagram, make sure you link me in it so that I can see what you're doing, because that's always fun. Okay, so let's get to what is on my desk. Last week, let me think. It was a busy week until this happened right here. I don't even know if you can see it. Yeah, there's my head right under that, on top of the anvil. Yeah, I had a pounding migraine. I think it started Thursday or Friday. I was down for the count on Saturday. And then thankfully on Sunday, I felt a lot better because guess what? Ta-da! We went to Madame Butterfly. Yes, my husband graciously took me to the opera. He knows how much I love the theater, and we go about every year. And this time we just went, the two of us. And my daughter was a little not happy about that because usually it's a family affair, but our kids are so busy now, you know, they have lives of their own. So it was very nice for my husband and I just to go together. And I didn't have a headache that day. So that was good news. Okay, so this right here, let me scoot. I'll talk about this stuff in a second. We'll just scoot all that over. Okay, this is my daily creative journal. Okay, I made it out of these dictionaries. I have 6 of them. Each of my books holds 2 months, and I purchased these beautiful a set of dictionaries from Recreations by Brooks, so make sure you go check her out. She also has a Facebook group and an Etsy store. So I increased the spine. I'm trying to hold my place here. See? I increased the spine, and then what I did here was I wanted to save the actual spine of the book, so I just glued it in between my sewn-in signatures. Yeah, so there you have it. And the spine is 1 3/4 inch wide. And if you're curious as to how I made this book, you can look in the description box below, because I will leave the playlist to the tutorials, and it goes from start to finish how I make these books. So this is gonna, I think, go on this page. What was this, Friday? Saturday. Yes, Saturday was like the worst day. And in all honesty, that's all I'm gonna put on this page. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I'll put the date on, obviously, but I don't know if I will end up putting like just a tip-in card, excuse me for the reach, like this. This is my food coloring dyed paper, as is this. So who knows, maybe I'll just put in like a little tip-in saying like what we did that day, but most of the day I was writhing in pain, so I don't know if that's really worthy of documenting, because this kind of says it all. So, yeah, otherwise, I have been working on my book. I've been staying fairly current. Sorry for the glare. This is like shimmery paint. This is acrylic paint on here, and it was a gloomy day. And I just spread it on with a credit card. So much fun to do. Oh, yeah, that's another thing I wanted to show you. Hang on one sec. I'm still in my room. I'm still right here. But last week, my husband, that's what this is about right here, he took me to Michael's, and look what I found. Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I got 8 skeins of this. Sorry for the glare. This is, let me see. This is the Bernat blanket yarn, okay? And it was on sale for $5.99, and it's 220 yards. Plus, it was an extra 20% off the entire purchase. So, yay me. Oh my gosh, my husband's so fabulous. Yeah, so I saw it on the Michael's website, and I was like, I gotta go to Michael's, because I wanted to make a blanket for my daughter. I had already made her one in a chevron pattern, and then I commenced with ruining it by putting it in the laundry. Yeah, apparently the particular yarn that I used, which was absolutely beautiful, fabulous, and soft, was not supposed to go in the washer and dryer. Yeah, so I'm making her a new one. And I made one for my son, and I made one for my husband, and my husband loves his out of the blanket yarn. So I have a new project to work on, and I'm going to make her a chevron with that yarn. So that'll be fun. What else? Yeah. So I have, like I said, I've been staying sort of current. I get a little behind on the weekends, just because, you know, I'm doing other stuff. So, yeah. So I've got to do my Saturday. This is just a magazine clipping, and that's all I'm going to put on this page, quite honestly, right? And then on this page here, I can put, oh gosh, look at that glare. I can put my Madame Butterfly. Oh, look how the colors coordinate. Huh, I didn't even plan that. Yeah, so I can put my Madame Butterfly stuffs. And let me see, I think I have a picture. It's a bad picture, but look. Oh, there's me and my hubby, my beautiful husband, yes. So there's that I can stick on that page as well. And yeah, so that's it where that is concerned. So working on this, got to pack this away. And then last week I'm almost finished with this like Boho Journal that I'm doing. And this already has a recipient. I'm giving it away to someone on a Facebook group. And so I finally did finish it, sort of. Yeah. Let me show you. These are what I do for my creative daily journals. Okay, so that's what I did here. I made a creative daily journal for this person. And what I generally do is I sew in 2 signatures, and they have 8 pages each folded inside to do your journaling, right? So each of my books holds 2 months of journaling. Okay, so I put a variety of just, it's like a junk journal, sort of. Really like a handmade journal, because I don't really make it out of junk. But anyway, so there's the first part of it. And then there's a little pocket here. So I put some, an envelope I had made. And here's a tag I had made. And, oh, this is a zine I made like a really long time ago. But I found it in my stash, so why not add it? Yep, so I added that in, and then the center part here, I just call it my ephemera holder, and it is actually made out of these right here, and I get them off Amazon. Sorry for the glare. The Mead, okay, and they are pocket something or others, pocket dividers, okay. So what I do is I take the pocket dividers and I make this thing, not this center part. But I make this thing right here. And I wish I had one that was just plain. I don't think I do. Let me see. I might. Yeah, I do. Okay, sort of. Nope. Yep. Okay. Okay, so this is what it looks like when it's just... Well, I have some stuff in this one too. Okay, so it has 6 pockets. It has 1, 2, 3, 4 inside. 1 on the front cover, 1 on the back cover. Okay, and it's like just perfect for putting a bunch of stuff in. And then the idea of it is to use up what's in here to decorate your journaling pages. Okay, that was my original idea for this type of book. It has worked out really well for me. So in here, I just put scraps of paper. I did put some napkins for this person to use. More like just random scrapbook paper. This is kind of a boho journal, so I just found some boho-ish kind of paper, right? So these are all scrap paper she can use to make tags and whatnot. This is a beautiful dyed piece of paper from Christy Biddleston. I'll put her link below. This is like a placemat, colored dyed paper. This is, what is that called? It is, I don't think I have a tutorial on it, but I will try to find the link to where I learned this. I think it was Cat Ham. And it is shaving cream marbled paper. Such a fun technique. And they come out just beautifully. Some painted papers on my jelly print. In here, y'all know my fascination of notepads. So I put just a small collection of notepad papers, right? And then here's the other end, or the other side, with the napkins, and then some calendar pages, some more little tiny notepads that I use. And then in the back here, I put, excuse me again, some postcards and other little cards that I have, cards and envelopes that you can use, or she can use while journaling. In here, I put like a little handmade tag that I learned to make from, I do believe, Joie de Fille. I'll put her channel below. There are going to be a lot of links in here. Okay. And oh no, this is the beginning of the 2nd month. Okay. Now the thing with this is that this part right here, the ephemera holder, it is tied in with seam binding. Okay. So she can then take this seam binding and she can dye it. She can do whatever she wants, right? To make it into whatever she wants. But the idea is that this is temporarily bound in this ephemera holder, because as you journal in the journaling part, right, this part gets fatter and fatter and fatter, and you're using up all of this stuff. So then this can come out at a later time when you're done journaling, and you can reuse it, right? That's the idea. So yeah, check the link below on how I make these books. I love them. I've been using them for the last year, and I absolutely love using them. So there's that. There's the front cover. I do not embellish the covers of my books. I know this is glary because see that beautiful sheen on that paper. Oh, it's so lovely. And there's the back of it. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I don't embellish the front at all because for me personally, once I finish a journal, it goes on my bookshelf, so that I can see it, and it comes on and off the shelf, so I don't want anything 3D or anything poofy or anything like that to get snagged, right? Because then it'll just ruin it. So yeah, I make my journals very, very plain. So there's that. I'm working on that. And then I did put together like a paper pack. I went through a bunch of my books. And so this is like Braille paper, and I'll put the link to where I got this. I can't remember. Did I get it from... I think I got it from my life in OKC, but I could be wrong. It could have been from my old barn door. Okay, so I don't know. I'll put both links in. I can't remember where I purchased it from. And then this is like a botanical book, so beautiful. This is from an atlas, and these can be used to do whatever you want, right? They're just book text. This is a vintage cookbook, so much fun. Vintage wine something or other, vintage cookbooks. All of these are from vintage cookbooks. So much fun. Another one, more, whoops, that got stuck. More, what are they called? Like kitchen stuff, This came from like a window book. So cute. You can make little tags out of that. A restaurant, a menu. This is a vintage craft book. This is an old reproduction of an almanac, so that's fun. More very vintage cookbook page. This is just this is like from a pencil drawing. Look at that beautiful image, right? So she can use this for whatever she wants. To make tags or make her own book. I mean, there are enough pages here to make her own book, right? So... more atlas pages. I love atlas pages. And these are really nice pages because they're matte. I would rather matte. This is a Thai dictionary, so pretty cool. These are some like street maps. This is from an old, a vintage, what was it called? It was a folk art book. So that's a lot of fun. This is from a vintage dancing book. Kids pages, more cookery stuffs, and this is like a baseball paper thing. So cute. So yeah, she can use all these however she wants. There's enough here to make her own book, her own journal, or several journals. So yeah, so I've been collecting, going shopping in my room and collecting all that stuff to make just a little paper pack. And yeah, so sorry for the noise. So that'll be fun for her to use. Okay. What else? Oh, okay. I was going to go over this again. Now, I'd shown you this last week, right? And I will put the link below. I think. Yes, this was when I made, and I can't find it now. It's on my desk here somewhere, believe it or not. Oh, here it is. Okay, this right here, all right? I had made funnily enough, okay, I have made these collage papers forever. And I went this morning and I photocopied some of the ones, not photocopied, I'm sorry, I scanned them into my computer. So all of these are different collages I've made over the years. And sometimes I even I love that one because I love color. Sometimes I even put them as free PDFs on my journaling group. So if anybody else wants to, print them out and use them, they can be my guest. And yeah, I've made them for years. And then all of a sudden I started seeing this word called Masterboard on some of the sites I belong to. I'm like, oh, is that a new thing? And, but no, it's not. It is just simply a collage paper, right? That you turn into something else. And the reason that I'm assuming the reason they're calling it a masterboard is because this is the master page. This is the original page. And then what I do is I scan mine into the computer, and then I use the original. So I either cut it up to make tags or pockets, or I do like I'm doing with this one, and I simply fold it in half and then make a journal out of it. Okay, inside here, this is this is smush paper, and I did it after I made this into a book, right? Or into a cover for a book. So I just simply did my smush stuff with my markers, smacked it on there, rubbed it all about, and that's how it came out, okay? So I'm going to make this into a little book as well. Just a small, simple journal. It's just great to use up your stash. And I do not go shopping through my room for this. Okay, all of these pieces on all of these papers are from actual projects I've made, or they are from, I have right over here to my left a pile of scraps that I use. Let me show you. Let me get my other book here. That I use in my journal making. Okay, so let me just see here. Let me see here. You'll see all this in a flip. But, okay, let's just take, for instance, like this tag, right? If I cut this tag from a different sheet of paper, I'll save part of the, all my scraps go right over there. And so once I get enough ready, then I just make a collage, This little bit that was cut off from this doily here, this gold doily, that'll go on a collage as well. So anything that I cut off and that's flat paper, right? Here I used like some wrapping paper, right? So if I had scraps of this left over, then I will put that on the collage sheet, right? This right here, this is on, which one? Let me see. Okay. Off of this right here, I had a piece, because I had to cut it down to fit the size of my book. And so there it is, right down there at the bottom, right? So I take whatever scraps that I have from making my book pages or my journaling pages, that is what I use then to make my collage paper, okay? So there you have it. Sorry, it's really glary because I did use Mod Podge. I used matte Mod Podge on here, which I'm not a fan of because in my climate it makes it sticky. But here's how you reduce the stick, just so you know. You take some baby powder, you put it on a blush brush, and you zhuzh it around, okay? And the powder will take the sticky part out, okay? So there's that. There's a little tip for you, if you've stayed this long to hear it. Okay, so I've been working on that, making this into a book. This, I do believe, is finished for now. I think it's finished. I just took a piece of, I don't even know what this is. It's like maybe the selvage from a piece of fabric, or I don't know, some kind of fabric. So this is what I made. If you missed it last week, I did add some stuff. Okay, so I added some of this chenille. I got this from Amore Fabriques, excuse me. Sorry. I added this lace, again, Amore Fabriques. I'll have all the links below. And these are just some tags that I've made, right, in the past that are in my stash. This is a dyed paper with food coloring. Comes out so vivid and bright. This is smush paper, right? Okay. I'll have all the links below. And then these are just some book text pockets that I've made in the past, right? So I just made that into a cute little pocket. And then it's a very simple one signature journal. That's it. One signature journal. And there's my little stamp. And so this is, I think, pretty much done. So that's what I've been working on. Yeah. I think that's it. Yeah, so I'm going to work on this one here. And these are, again, some of the photocopies of the collage paper that I do. Excuse me again. Oh my goodness, Fred's relentless. Yeah, so today I am just going to be packing up my stuff into my travel bag again and heading south And yeah, hopefully I'll get some time to work on some of my pages. I got to clean off my desk before I go, and yeah, pack up and get ready to get to getting, you know what I'm saying? So, at any rate, thank you so much for sharing your time with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, check all the links below always. There are going to be numerous links because I like to make it easy for you guys to go down the rabbit hole with me. Yes, I do. So, anything else? I probably won't have as many videos this week coming up because I'm not going to be here, and I will have some flip throughs though. So make sure, yeah, again, you either check the links or check my main page because I do have playlists, and I also have my Instagram link on there and all of that stuff. So check my main page if you haven't already, and you know, if you just want to see what my channel's about. Again, thank you so much if you're new here, and welcome back to those of you who have been with me for the duration. I appreciate you as well. So have a great rest of your day. Have a wonderful week, and I will talk it all real soon. Bye for now.